Hello, everyone. I'm Kirk Steven, and welcome to The Long Dark. This is DeadWorld, and we are on episode 6. And this is post DLC. As we can see, with Buried Echoes. So this means we're going to have some new toys to play with. We'll have the thermos and the travois and some clothing and stuff. Although in DeadWorld, I don't know that we're going to be headed into the zone of contamination right away, if at all. But the additional new toys and stuff will be fun to play with. So let's resume. In the last episode, we were at the respite, just above the burnt forest or the bitter marsh here in Ash Canyon. It's just coming up on nighttime, and the bed here is in front of us. It's hard to see, and let's take a look and see if there's anything we can repair or do. And this is one of the things I did see from watching a couple of people playing this, was that now that the blueprints for building things is now sorted to show you the items that you can prepare with the items you have on hand. And so we have everything here to make these items, and they rise to the top. And this is kind of a really nice addition. Everybody's been really talking a lot about that. So let's go ahead and do these rose hips here. We're just trying to kill some more time. It's hard to go out in the early mornings because of the cold. Let's take a look at something here. No, in the backpack. How many torches do we have? We have 4 torches, and we have just a little bit of oil. I think we're okay. I was going to build a torch, but I don't think we have a need for it. Now, we don't have any tools, but if we find some and some scrap metal, we're going to do some repairs on our hacksaw. And clothing-wise, we look decent, but I do believe, and I'm not sure we have the means. Nope, we don't. So as soon as daylight comes on, I believe we have some clothing in here that we're gonna want to take part in. So let's go back to the crafting, and we're not gonna make a torch. We don't believe we need tinder plug or, let's see here, back to that tinder plug. No, we're good on tinder, and we've got 2 bandages, so we're fine. We've got both painkillers and antibiotics and a whole bunch of reishi tea, so if we eat anything bad. Speaking of eating, we don't have much food here, but we have a lot of cattails. And I've been thinking about whether or not we're going to continue on to the gold mine to go get the backpack, or if we're going to continue and do more looting of the cattails. And I think what I'm going to do is, depending on weather, obviously, I think that for the sake of burning energy, stamina, that it might be easier just to go ahead and go down the rope, go back down to the fishing hut there, and if we can start a fire there as kind of a point base, and then kind of work the rest of the cattails up to where that little waterfall is. And once we get beyond that, then better to just go ahead and go to anglers. But I think what I want to do is get all of the cattails in this lower level while we're down here, because technically when we come out of the gold mine, we're going to be at that point where we have to go down all those ropes, which is going to be very tiresome. And even if we come back to Angler's Den and what have you to sleep and rest, we won't have to worry about doing any of that stuff. And then we can maybe swing back up towards Climber's Cave, and there's a little pond area up there that'll have cattails. And I went and watched a video a couple weeks ago from, I believe it was Big Fish, and he kind of walks you through where the DH Dunn calls them space capsules, so it's on my mind. But the Preppers caches, and he shows you how to get to that one, and I'd like to go to that as well if weather permits. So let's.
That smarts a bit.
I know you're in such dire straits here. Let's see if we can find the bed here. There we go. And tell you what, just eat your crappy chips and eat one of your cattails and drink one of your 5 liters of water. And we're going to sleep for 6 hours. And the big reason why I do 6 hours is, one, if you're not familiar with DeadWorld and this is your first time here watching this, DeadWorld, there's no sleep recovery. You get a very tiny amount of recovery at all the time, as long as your numbers are all in the white. So if all of your meters are in the white, you slowly recover. Good example of that would be, let's take a look at our numbers here. So right here, we're at 88%. If we keep our numbers up, we might creep up to 90%. Now, unfortunately, because DeadWorld starts at midnight in a blizzard, probably the highest we're going to ever see will be about 95%, because I think we lost 5% to the frostbite, which, you know, it is what it is. But as you can see, 6 hours, we almost ran out of water. And that's the one thing we don't want to lose any condition due to just being foolish. So now let me see if I can spin back around. There we go. And so we're going to sleep for another 4 hours. We want to be rested, but we want to stay hydrated. We want to stay fed. And there's probably some food in here that we haven't found yet. The sun is just starting to come up. I'm going to go ahead and hydrate again. Oops, didn't click the button. And I don't know, we'll just put down 3. I don't know that we could sleep that long. It's not much, probably about an hour. All right, and now we can go looting. All right, so first and foremost, combat pants and a thin wool sweater that needs to be repaired. So let's see how this helps us. So the combat pants are definitely going to be better. And I think what we'll do is we will replace those. So we go from 13 to 14 with those. And we are going to harvest said pants, because we're not ready to go down into the valley just yet. Okay, so now we have the hockey jersey, which does pretty well, but this thing is worthless. It is barely. Look, this thing is 81% and it's only giving us 0.4 degrees. This thing's at 38% and giving us 0.4. So even if you look at this, and even just to do easy math, you look at it at 33%. If you get it up to 99%, it should be 4 times this. So it should be like 1.2. So we're going to wear this, but we're also going to repair it, because even if we can get it into the 60s or 70s, it's going to have twice the warmth. So look at this. We got it to 78, and it's got 8, so it's double what this thing was. And then with this, we will harvest it. And this is just moving the clock so that it'll be warmer, so we can go down there and get some more cattails. And I'm going to just pretty much grab everything, and then we'll sort out what we're going to keep and what we're not going to keep. Nothing in there. since this is on the new update, we're going to try and be better about looking. Because see, here's that cheeky little candy bar hiding behind the container. And it's just enough dark in here. Pork and beans. We'll take that for fire more than anything. Let's, in fact, what are we at? We've got some wood, some coal. We're not hurting. Okay. Matches, that's good. Food is always more firewood. Let's see here. That almost looks like a bullet. More dog food.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I think we'll harvest that. And then I want to take a look and see what we have for cloth. We've got 2. Let's harvest this. And we'll harvest those gloves and then we'll repair the other ones because they're at 54. So if we can get a little more warmth out of those. And it sounds like the wind has died down a bit, which is good. And repair, that's acceptable.
I could eat anything.
I know, and that's why you're going to eat everything. Okay. Let's take a look at our numbers. We started with 13, we're up to 14. We can get some things up even a little better. Like if we got this one more repair on that, maybe if we find another toque, another pair of underwear, unless they're in a bathtub. No, we don't even want to talk about that. So that's it. Wait. Did I see something or did I just catch dust? I think I just catch dust. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of these curtains for cloth for just repairs. Not that we're going to need that, but there's no cloth in Timberwolf Mountain, and there's not going to be any cloth much else. I don't think there's any at Anglers. There might be some at the miners stuff. But that's the catch-22 here about, you know, should we go up to the miners folly and then go back down to Anglers, or, you know, which direction do we go first? I don't know. I have a great answer for that, but I'm thinking more going down and getting all these cattails because the food is the most important part of what we need. So, you know what? Let's eat this one. I'm still trying to prescribe to the eat the calories, not, or where the calories don't carry the calories. But I am going to take care of, like, okay, I want to cook these obviously before we eat them so that we can get the cooking skill. And then this I'd rather wait till when we can sleep, just in case we get the food poisoning, and we can help heal that. All right, so I think that is all we need from here. One last, trying to look from the third party eye here that I didn't miss anything crazy. We all miss stuff. And we all are very humbled by those of you who find it for us. Speaking of humble and forgetting stuff, Mr. Humble Tracker, who is very good about commenting on these videos, commented on the fact that, you know, your cooking pot's down there in that Broken Green deal. So, kind of need to go down there for that anyway. So, I'm loving it that we're not super cold. And we're not overweight. And so, because this doesn't eat that much energy, we're going to climb down. Although in this mode, it's still draining a lot of energy. Okay. The Bitter Marsh. Okay, so out of a little bit of, yep, you were right. There it is. I think we're going to start a fire here. We got a ton of matches. Give me one of these sticks just in case I don't have one. And go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. You know what? You got 3 cedar. I don't want to use the coal up just yet, and we'll pick up some sticks while we're walking around. But there we go, 2 hours. And seeing how I left the pot here anyway, let's just do a liter of water because. And if we don't need it, we'll leave a half a liter behind or something. But basically what I'm going to do, I vaguely remember missing some cattails over towards the waterfall. But I want to kind of just go ahead and get everything in this area because there's a waterfall if you go this direction here. So, you know what? Let's... This will warm us up a little bit. And I think, if I remember correctly, we got a lot of that. I think there might have been 1 or 2 that we missed up at the first waterfall. And it looks like we grabbed some of these, but let's go ahead and check this way. Yeah, I see all the cattail heads floating down here. Here we go. Here's a few more. And it's warmed up now that we've only got 1 triangle down, so we're not getting super cold right away, which is beautiful. This allows us to stay out here just a little longer and take advantage. And this is what I was talking about. We're going to kind of peruse this area and get all the cattails we can up to this point here. Astrid, it's fine, really. Grab these while we're walking. These look fairly sunk in. This one looks really sunk in. I think I see some... Yes, I do. some rosips. Take those. Take you. All right, all right. We'll walk you back over here, and just off camera, you can get back in the SUV with the heated seats.
I can't feel my hands.
Can't feel your hands either. What did you do with them? Okay. Oh, we need to go get her warm. I'm over here going, let's go look over here for more cattails. All while she's freezing to death. We may not be getting cold quickly, but we are getting cold. Okay, okay, here you go. Warming you up. Look, water's all ready. Tell you what, let's cook some beans. $53 minutes on that. How many sticks did we grab? Let's throw a couple more in there. What if I do it this way? Can we drop a half a liter? Kind of setting this up as a emergency shelter. Now we've got fire. We got two matches. We've got kindling, and we have some sticks. I could even leave a couple of cattails here. And if it got to the point where it hit the fan and we could find our way here, we'd have something to rescue us. Alright. Let's go ahead and cook the teas. So we're still warming up. It's a really nice day here. We still have no sleeping bag though. I'm debating on which direction to go, and I think what I'm going to do is go back to the rest bid. We're going to keep hunting around here. We're going to drink a tea here and warm up. Let's cook another. You know what? Cook that one. I think what I'm going to do is go back towards, like if I was going to leave, go back to that waterfall, and I'm going to kind of walk around that way. But I'm going to grab a tea, make sure I'm good and warmed up, because we're already getting tired. And this is the part about this that's so daunting, is that you're constantly wearing out. You know what? While we're doing this, Let's get that going. But I'm thinking what I could do is I can drink one of these cups of coffee, and I think we have more coffee to make even. Yeah. And we'll go back up to the respite. We'll goat up if we have to. And we won't have this weather, I have a feeling. But at this point, we climb up that rope right there. It's this one right here. I get that little dot there. There's this rope here. And it's a pretty hefty climb, but we'll be fully rested if we do it after getting a nap. And we can even do it before sunrise. We get up there, and then all we have to do is cross some bridges. There's no, you know, big deal to get up there. Now, if we go to Anglers, we just walk up, and you got the one little rope climb past the wolf den. That won't have any wolves in it. But you do have to go through that waterfall, which will make us cold. And that is something to consider. So let's do, you know what? Let's do another liter of water. Because I think we have not quite an hour, but we're going to make it an hour. Alright, we're warm. We've got a warm tea. Alright. Grab some more sticks. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to meander back from the start of where we came in and just kind of follow that outer part of the river, creek, whatever you want to call this, marsh, wetlands, bog. And we'll follow it and make sure that we've got everything that's kind of towards where those mountain, that canyon-shaped area back there. You know, it's getting late in the day already again. We didn't get an early start, but we are staying warm at least. Okay. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. I thought we came back for the one. I know I missed one we were walking over. But I think we got them all. Grab this. Grab one stick. And although it's kind of hard to see all of them, I don't see anything jumping off the page there. Alright. So instead of cutting across there, we're going to walk around this longer backside here and see what we can find. And then I think what we're going to do is we'll go back to the respite. We'll stay the night there. And then first thing in the morning with a fully rested Astrid, we will head up the rope. And then we will work our way over to Miner's Follies and the Foreman's Retreat. And then on our way to the gold mine. Which there will be a bed at the gold mine. We still got to worry about that part of it too. That might be the other argument for grabbing some more curtains up in the respite so that we could make a snow shelter if we had to. I don't know if there's any more cattails this way or not. But we're going to come over here and look. We're fairly warm, so we can meander around a bit. I do see some cattail-style plants over here, so... Oh, nope, there's our fire, so we didn't walk far enough. But let's go more this way, more towards the cliffside here. See if there's anything over here. I see some more of the cattail style plants over there. So let's go all the way to where we can see here. And this is taking us right to the waterfall. Okay. Cool deal. So I'm going to say that we've got pretty good handle on all the cattails in the area. So let's go back over to the fishing hut. And warm up again. Okay. I believe that is the rope bridge that we'll be climbing over right there. You can see in between the cracks of the two canyons right there's a little bit of rope bridge. I think that's the one we will cross as we get over to the miners' folly / foreman's retreat. So, all right. Here, warm up. Take your water. How heavy are we? Just barely. I'm wondering, because we take a triple drop, I think we're going to go back up there. This time, we take the pot humble. We'll let that burn. You can hear the echo. I don't know if you guys can hear, but in my headphones, you can hear the echo. It's like that can drop is echoing through the entire canyon. All right, we'll leave those behind. And then before it gets much later, it looks like the weather's turning a little bit, we're going to do this goat again. So, if you didn't catch it last time, essentially, take the back part of the fishing hut, right where the little storage thing is, and follow the rocks. Here, let's get a drink here. Don't let the music scare you. It'll be okay. We're going to follow this little clip face, and just like last time, we're going to get interrupted by getting those. Now, see, I could tell. It's like, you could tell that the wind was changing and the weather's getting bad, so hopefully we don't get too cold, but we're committed here, so. Keep following this cliff face and let the down tree point the way to the boulder, to this little recess where all the snow is. Let's take a moment here. I didn't do those. Do we have a warm tea? Hot tea? I didn't mean to drink that. Nope, we don't. Okay, you're going to take the snow thing all the way as high as you can go. And when you stop, it's push up and push right. I'm going to try to do it just a little faster than we did last time. Sprain number 1. You will get sprains on this. There's no way around it. Essentially for me, I'm pushing both the up and the right movement key and just turning the mouse as my head. Okay. not there yet. We're gonna go through this
Cold.
little weird recess. Always kind of gets you. You gotta kind of get through this. We're almost there. Come on, Astrid. We can do this before we get cold. And there we go. Now we just gotta waddle our way up. There's the rope. That's what we were looking for. All right. Spend some energy and let's get inside before you get cold. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Yay! Whew. We didn't lose any condition, did we? No. And you see what I was talking about from earlier. We were at 88. We're up to 90. We kept our levels up, and we've gained 2 points. And that's awesome. Beautiful to see 90. So we made that decision to come up here just at the right time. It would have been really bad if we'd have been out and about further away from where we were. So, unfortunately, doesn't give us much to do, though. We could read about handguns that aren't going to do us any bit of good. But let's take another look here at cloth. What does a snow shelter take? 15, 6, and 5. Okay, so we have enough cloth to do a snow shelter. Do we have enough? And we'll need a couple of sticks, which we can find. So I'm thinking to keep enough stuff to do a snow shelter. Don't think we're going to need it, but it's always nice to have options and stuff. So, in fact, you know what? Just for the fun of it, let's grab some more cloth. Maybe the one thing we can do while we're here, and while it's still very early, let's see if there's anything we can repair. We'll do this when it gets darker. But let's see if we can repair anything that might give us a little bit more warmth. And I think let's try these first. Yeah, we might be able to get this close to 2. 30 minutes.
I'm getting tired.
Geez, you've had a very, very short day with little going on. You should be tired. And let's try to juice this up a little bit. I said let's try to fix this a little bit. I'm sorry. Got misunderstood. Wow. All right. One more time before the darkness takes us. All right, there we go. 100%. Now let's take a look. All right, so we were at 14.
Think about his food.
And this got up to 1%. So like with the hoodie, it was at 0.4. This is now 2. If we could find some more underwear. Maybe another toque. Maybe some ear wraps. Okay. Let's take a little bit of a drink, not everything. And now, let's go ahead and...
So tired.
Yeah, no, we need to get you to bed. Alright, I'm going to sleep for just an hour. I'm hoping to time her getting up with about the same time as we're going to leave. But I don't want her to be exhausted for very long. Okay, so we really can't make anything else there. We can't much repair anything because it's dark. And get some other shoes or whatever. We might try to repair those if we have the time. All right, now. Let's drink this. And eat these. Wear it, not carry it. Alright, and we're going to eat like 3 or 4 of these. or more. Like I said, doesn't do us any good to carry it. We're going to go through these calories whether we like it or not. We're probably killing time too by doing all this. It's got like a little plant symbol. That's different. Okay. Any nonsense that we need to deal with. So we're going to be underweight by the time we get rest. We should be at 35, so we should be able to get up the rope without too much issue. We might take a break halfway up, but hopefully it's not a blizzard. Let's get a full drink. Did we get an aurora? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's just the music. No, I think it's the music. All right, 6 hours so we don't run out of water. You know what? I think let's try 7. I think 6 to 7 we should be able to get without the water issue. Ooh, look, Astrid, it's green. Must be an aurora.
Man, I could use a drink.
Yeah, but I think the whole island is dry, so you can't have a drink. So you'll have to drink some water. All right. Let's put us down for another 4 hours. Okay, now we're rested. At any point we stop to make a fire, we need to make some water. I don't think we left anything here, because I don't even think we cooked anything here. And all we have for food is cattails, so we're going to be going through our food quick. So let us boot scoot up. Please don't be a miserable mess out here. Okay. Not bad. Could be a lot worse. Okay, Astrid. Big push. Oh, look. Dude, you fell because your hat was on backwards. The other thing that'll be nice to get is the crampons, even though we probably could have made some if we had to, but we've got a ready-made pair not far away, and we'll be able to make these climbs and stuff a lot easier. Especially going down, and that saves our ankles. Alright, let's take a break. I'm going to go ahead. I think we're underweight. We're way underweight, which is great. We're not that cold. Not quite recovered yet. Yeah. What an eerie picture that is. And the creepy music in the background. Okay, how about now? Okay, we're good. Finish your climb. We are getting a little cold. We may have to light a fire. There is a cave up along the way. I'm hoping I can make it as far as the cave, unless we find something of interest along the way, like maybe a deer carcass. The other thing that might be of interest will be maple saplings. And that is because we can build the new sled, which has been pronounced about 20 different ways. I've heard it about 20 different ways, and I think the one that I'm most comfortable with speaking, that I can say, is Travoy. But we'll just call it the sled. And if we can find any maples, we will be grabbing those maples. Because according to the recipe and or blueprints, it takes 4 cured maples. And although it would be very good in this particular situation, I think it would be extremely excellent going across, like, if you were traveling from, say, coastal highway through ravine, through Mystery Lake and Muskeg towards, like, Broken Railroad. There would be very little in your way there. A couple of spots, but it would be very traversable. And I think the big reason for that is going to be for, like, when you're moving. If you want to move your base from one section to another, you'll be able to really haul a lot of stuff. Okay. We don't need the rope. I think I'm going to try to do this without the fire. Is there anything of interest? Nope. I'm just going to keep going. I don't want to get cold, but I think we're going to get cold. I'm going to push just a little. I don't see any cattails. Maple is gone. Oh, it's going to be tight, Astrid. I'm so sorry. We might lose a percentage point. Okay, we are cold, and we are losing condition.
So cold. Think.
And here's the cave I was talking about. So, timing was just a bit off. Oh, you know what? Let's build the fire first. Are we warm in the back of the cave? We are warm in the back of the cave. So when do we... Okay, right there. You know what? Let's do it this way. And... please get out the coloring book and look at the pictures and get this fire lit.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. Oop, well, I didn't mean to put 2-seater on there, but I guess we did. So let's make water. And we probably will leave that can behind. Nothing in there. While we are warming up a bit, we took 1%. Not too shabby. Could have been worse. That becomes the whole... Oh, look. I put 2 in and I got 1 back. Alright, let's warm up some and then I'm going to go grab that rose hip. That's what makes this and some of the other challenges like this of Nogoa and that is to stay warm part. The being cold is so brutal in this because you can't recover. It'd be different if I could drink birch bark teas or if I could go into the bed and do that. I know, like, when you watch some of the guys, I know, like Zach and Thomasina, they will use their health as a resource. And when you're doing this particular challenge, that health resource is not at your disposal. You can, like I just did, we took a little bit of a risk, but you can't, you can't brutalize it down to 20%. Because it will take you days to get it back. And when you're dealing with this much food, you can't sit around for that long. Now, if we had a sleeping bag, I would take a small nap here. But we don't have that. Here, I think we've warmed up enough. I can go grab this. Are there other ones? Am I miss? Oh, they're empty. Okay. So we'll make some water and we'll warm up. And I think the way I'm going to play this, because the weather is bound to change. I can see the wind already. We're going to try, you know what, in fact, let's do this. Reishi, let's do, come on. We'll drink a tea before we go here. Can we make any more teas? Yes, let's make another tea. What I was going to say was, I think what I'm going to do is go, when we cross that bridge, you can either go down into the Miner's Folly area, and there's like a cold barn and all that, or you can take a left and head up to the Foreman's Retreat. And I think what we're going to do is go up there first. It's still early enough in the day, and but depending on the weather, I'd rather go there than if it's not such great weather, we can go down and stay warm in that area. But it'd be better if we could just loot the lower end and then go up there and stay the night. This is very much how the day plans me, not so much how much I plan the day. Make sure I jiggled the tea properly. Everyone knows you must jiggle your teas properly. Potable water. Pick that up. Don't leave it behind. I'll never hear the end of it. How much water do we have? Maybe I should make another water. Here, let's do this. What else can we cook? Yeah, we've got so much of this. Let's just not do any more of that. Do we have anything else? We have 3 cups of coffee we haven't made. Not enough rose hips to do anything. Alright. Drink water. Let's load up on water and see where we're at. I see the sun came out a little bit, looks like. At least that's what that looks like. Okay, how much time we got on this? I don't think we have enough time. We are warm. We're going to drink that tea. What time of the day? It's midday. That was empty, right? Let's go ahead and just take a torch. I know that gives us a little bit of warmth as well, as long as it doesn't blow out. And let's head over to Miner's Folly / Foreman's Retreat. It's funny, before I learned that goat, I hardly ever had a reason to come over here. It was such a long, drawn-out process to come up here, but there was such good loot about coming over here. Here's that weather change again. Probably going to lose this torch. Maybe we can stay out of the wind by the rocks. But anyway, it's like that goat has changed how I do this this map. Especially if you're playing Interloper or Stalker, you have no reason to deal with the wolves either by Angler's Den or at the Wolf Den or any of that. The biggest issue you have here on that scenario is the bear. And if you can time the bear just right, you don't have to worry about him either. Alright. Don't look down, Astrid. You'll be up to your knees in floor. Alright. We're actually staying fairly warm. I think I'm going to risk just going ahead and looting all this right here. Oh, we just grabbed enough to be overburdened. Oh, don't forget the key. I saw that out of the corner of my eye and mining log. Okay. This is just full of all kinds of goodies. Like being trapped behind a bookcase because I can't lift my feet. Alright. This was very empty. Tell you what, we'll take the books because... Oh, look. Guns, guns, guns. Yeah, we'll grab all the books. And the maple syrup we almost missed because we weren't looking at the floor properly. Maybe if we find a frying pan at the foreman's retreat, we can make pancakes. Won't that be fun? We could have us a pancake party. Of course, the wind is blowing in the perfect direction for us not to get up there in a hurry. More spray paint. Oh, oh.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Nuts and stuff. Candy bar of champions and ex-champions alike. Alright, I'm going to expend some energy here to get up this hill before my warming thing runs out. And we're not going to be able to leave right away anyway. And all these saplings are all cut down now. I'll say this, that's the one thing that going to the gold mine too. There's generally a lot of sapling areas, so maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to grab a couple of maple along the way. I would kind of like to do the travois for this. There's not a lot that really helps us other than the travois, and the other thing I think would help us is the matches. Wonderful. Drink it right now. Don't carry it. Drink it. There's calories and everything. There is said frying pan that we were hoping to find. Oh, 2-burner stove. Ooh, we can make some potatoes. Oh, wait, no. And some flour so we can make pancakes if we have the oil. Do we have oil? Did we bring our oil? I think we left the oil back in the thing. So if we find some oil, we can make pancakes. If not, maybe we don't make anything at all. Ranger stew. I know what we did forget. We forgot the key at the door back at the other place. So when we go to the mine, I got to remember to go get the key. Put that there. Look, Astrid, you're a vampire. You can't see your reflection. Oh. What the hell is going on? You just threw the potatoes down. Okay. Well, we probably won't need the salt because there's no ptarmigans to do anything with. I'm not going to worry about the flour unless we find some oil. And I'm going to say this politely as I can. If we find the oil in the bedroom area, we're just not going to ask a lot of questions.
I think I can use this.
Maybe. Flare. Might come in handy in the mine. Can you imagine lugging a suitcase up here? Like, where did he do with it? How did he get it up here?
It's getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, well. Okay, we can't make bannock without the oil. We can't make pancakes without the oil. Well, that was acorn bannock. Yeah, we need the cooking oil. Even with the pies, so we'll see what our weight looks like and that. But I think what we'll do is we'll cook the potatoes in that. But I think we're going to wait for the next episode to cook the potatoes. It's still really early. I was so hoping to find the oil in here. That was going to be just too funny for me. I do not see any other goodies in here. Let's take a look under the table and what have you. Cause you know what? Here, let's do this. Sometimes, and who knows with the new download or the new DLC, if they aren't hiding more stuff behind stuff. So let's get that out of our... I don't see any over there. Definitely don't see it. So guess what, Astrid? No pancakes. We can take this stuff with us, and if we find some oil, we'll make some pancakes for you, but it's not happening right now. Okay. Well, she's almost ready to start losing some condition here, so let's do this. Let us have some nuts and stuff. We're going to sleep for an hour. And that will be it. We will call this episode here. We managed to get just a little farther into Ash Canyon. Food is going to be an issue at this point because really all we have are cattails, and we have the makings to make pancakes and a few other things, but we need to find some oil. Now, I don't know where we're going to find oil. This is the last place on this level to find that stuff. So unless we go back to Angler's Den, that's our only other hope. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. If you could do the YouTube things of like, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. And we will catch you on the next one. Thank you again for watching.